Hello friends, this video is created by Siddharth Upadhyay, founder and creator of PrepWings. Log on to www.prepwings.com for complete free course videos. Okay, so here we'll talk about issue essay in depth. First we'll look at the strategy that we did in the previous video. So our strategy says that when we are presented with an issue essay question, we'll first think of points for both the positions that are presented in the issue essay prompt. Then we'll choose the position that we can defend easily. We will choose one opposing view with a rebuttal for it. Then we'll write the essay in a predefined format and we'll proofread our essay. Okay. So the example that we saw in the last video says that some people believe that universities should make it compulsory for students to specialize in only one field. Others believe that universities should make it compulsory for students to specialize in two fields. Okay. So the issue question says that write a response in which you discuss which view more closely aligns with your own position and explain your reasoning for the position you take. In developing and supporting your position, you should address both the views presented. Now here, one of the position is about one field specialization. So either you are in favor of one field specialization or you are in favor of two fields specialization. So now if I make points about it, for one field specialization, I come up with a point that in favor of one field specialization, the point says that focus at only one field. So if I have only one field specialization, I will be just focusing on that. There will not be any other field that I need to devote the time for. Okay. So the positive aspect with the one field specialization is that you can focus at only one field. Now if I look at positive aspects of two fields specialization, the first positive aspect says that knowledge gained in one field can help in the other field. Okay. So basically, if you're doing two specializations, you can gain knowledge in one of the field and that can be applied to the other field. Okay. The second benefit of two field specialization is that the career options widen because you are specializing in two areas. Okay. So your career options become much more broader. Okay. And the last positive aspect of two field specialization is that it enhances your network. So enhancement of network is there. Okay, because you are doing two field specializations, so you are meeting with a lot of students from different backgrounds. Okay, so your network will become much more bigger in comparison to a one field specialization. Okay. So now if you look at the points that we made, it is easier to defend the two field specialization because we have more pertinent points regarding two fields specialization. Okay. So thus our position will be in favor of two fields specialization. Now we have 3 points in favor of our position and 1 point opposite to it. Okay. And the point opposite to it will be rebutted in the essay. Now we'll explain the 3 points for which the position is taken. So the first point that we made in favor of two field specialization said that knowledge gained in one field can help in the other field. So we can explain this by giving examples. Okay. We can talk about a field such as digital marketing. So to excel in digital marketing, you should know both the concepts of marketing as well as IT. Okay. So if you know both the concepts, it is much more easier to excel in the digital marketing field. You can also give an example of a successful person like Steve Jobs. Okay. So Steve Jobs had great marketing, design and technical knowledge. Okay. So basically Steve Jobs had knowledge from various areas. So basically having knowledge from various areas help you to perform much better and basically helps you to transfer knowledge between two areas. Okay. So these examples will help us drive home the point that it is better to specialize in two fields in comparison to one field. So this is how we'll explain the first point. Now we look at the second point in favor of two field specializations. So second point says that career options widen. So here we can explain that doing two field specialization will open up career in both the fields and will also open the career at a cross section of the fields. Okay. The example that we gave above of digital marketing fits in here also. And the last point that we made in favor of two field specialization was enhancement of network. Okay. So you can explain this by saying that you meet people from different backgrounds, okay, and this will help you in future going ahead, because if you'll create a bigger network, then it is better both professionally and personally. Okay. So this is how you explain the points that you find out in favor of your position. Now we'll provide a rebuttal for the opposing point, because we need one opposing point and a rebuttal for it. The opposing point was that focus at only one field. Okay. This was a point in favor of one field specialization. So that is why it's an opposing point. So to rebut this point, we can say that focusing on only one field can limit the thinking style of students. Okay. Because they'll see problems from only one aspect. Okay. So this is how we can explain the rebuttal for this point. Now after we have jotted down the points and we have thought about the explanations, then we will move on to write the essay. Okay. And we'll write the essay in a predefined format. So over here we'll see a format to write the issue essay. So in the first paragraph, it should be an introductory paragraph. Okay. You should first paraphrase the issue statement. You should paraphrase the issue statement, because then the reader who reads your essay will know that you have understood the issue prompt completely. The second point is very important here, that you should clearly state your position on the issue. Okay. So after reading the first one or two lines, I should be 100% sure about what position you are taking. Okay. And finally, you should briefly state the points in favor of your position. Okay. Then in the second paragraph, what you do is, this is about explaining the most important point in favor of your position. Okay. So for example, the point that we did, that knowledge can be transferred between two specializations. If I consider this to be the most important point, I will explain this in this second paragraph. In the third paragraph, I'll explain the other points that are in favor of my position. Okay. So there were other 2 points that we had in our favor. So we will explain those 2 points here. In the fourth paragraph, what we'll do is we'll state the opposing point and we'll provide a rebuttal for it. Okay. So we'll state the opposing point and then we'll say that the opposite point is actually not true. Why we need to do this is because then the reader of your essay will believe that you have thought of both the points. Okay. So that is why we need a paragraph about opposing point and a rebuttal for it. Okay. And finally, in fifth paragraph, which is a conclusion paragraph, you again state your position and briefly state the points for your position. Okay. So this is how an issue essay should be structured. Okay. Now we do a recap of the strategy that we did. The strategy says that for an issue essay, that first think of points for both the positions, then choose the position you can easily defend, then choose one opposing view with a rebuttal for it. You write the essay in the predefined format that we just did, and finally you proofread your essay for any mistakes. Okay. So this is how an issue essay should be dealt with. Thanks a lot for watching this video.